Going live. I'm back again. The lighting doesn't look too great in this. It's practice makes perfect here. And I just keep trying this thing here. I'm kind of in one of those days where I don't feel like doing anything. As a matter of fact, every time I go live, the other phone makes a signal there, a notification signal. So, you know, you can tell I'm a true professional here. Um, I'm supposed to be working on a project for a friend, but between you and me, I'm slacking off. Don't tell him. I'm sure he'll never find out. He hardly ever goes out on the internet, so I'm sure he won't see this. But actually, it's a research project, and it's an interesting project, and I love to do research. So I'm quite excited about doing it and um, contributing to his project. I just don't feel like doing it today. Thursday I had a bad day with technical difficulties, and then yesterday I had to take a break. Actually, I went out and bought some food for my neighbor. I was having some hard time, so I went and bought some food for him. He's an old man, and he lost his wife a while ago, so his car doesn't work, and it was kind of a snowy, cold day, so he's been walking to the grocery store. Luckily, we only live about a mile and a half, maybe, from a grocery store, and he likes to walk, and he does it, but I was feeling sorry for him, so I got him some food. Um, and then today I was just kind of pondering the true meaning of life and my purpose in the universe. But, everybody does that, right? So I'm just kind of at odds today. I don't know what I want to do. I need to go out there and load up my podcast and then do this project and then other things that I have to do. But it's kind of, maybe I'm just kind of feeling it a little restless because it's one of those days the weather is kind of iffy. It's not great, but it's not bad. I don't really feel like doing much out there, and which goes against everything that I've always talked about because I'm always saying get out there and make the best of every day, right? And here I am doing nothing. But I'm making plans. Yeah, that's part of it, right? You have to kind of plan what's important to you and what you want to do out of life, and take it from there. Oh, I see somebody's in the chat. Somebody's lurking. I don't know if you can enter something in the chat or not. I don't know what I'm doing, so I hope you can communicate with me if you so choose to do so. It says, welcome to your chat. Learn more. I don't know. Oops. Did I lose you guys? Oh, hey. Hey. It's good to see you. Thank you for supporting me. Yort is one of the reasons why I'm out here live, actually, because I couldn't figure out how to go live. And he told me to use a hotspot because I don't have internet connection. You shook her for a second, but you're here. Okay, good. Thank you, Yort. But this is all to you. I was just telling them, I don't know if you heard that you're the one that helped me figure out I needed to use a hotspot in order to connect with the internet. And so I guess it's working. That's wonderful. And I'm not using a microphone. I'm just using the phone itself. So if you can hear me, that's great. I still have a lot of equipment that I need to buy. So, one thing at a time. It's one of those days I'm just procrastinating. What are you doing out there, Yard? Are you up to anything? It's a Saturday. You got things to do? Okay, keep it simple. Simplicity is what I do best, Stuart. I don't have all those fancy stuff, but I would really like to do the things that you do out there. You do a lot of the technical stuff. I know there's somebody else lurking in there. I got two people up here. Hello, who's out there? Come on in. Oh, you're into the Philip Dick stuff. That's cool. Yeah. I asked you yesterday about your. Oh, well, I can see that there are two people, but I don't know who's lurking. I don't know who that there's some. So there's you and there's somebody else out there. I have a friend that she's kind of shy. Maybe it's her. I don't know. Yeah. I was asking you about your Viking heritage there because I've always liked the Vikings. I think that they're really cool. I had a friend that was, her parents were born in Norway. And I once had an interview with a real Viking. He had a Viking name. I can't think, Ragmar or something like that. But I didn't get the job. I guess I wasn't Viking material. But I thought that was really interesting what you were talking about. What your shows are usually pretty good. So I have to figure out more things with content. I mean, this really is kind of experimenting with things right now. I was saying that I have a podcast that I need to upload. And now this is what I'm doing today is strictly on YouTube. It's not through StreamYard. So I think if I want to do panels, I have to do StreamYard, right? Can you do panels with just YouTube? Do you know I know you just have a lot more control and leeway with StreamYard for more technical gizmos and things that you can do. But let's see. Oh, milk toast immigrants, Protestancy. Yeah, I think I need a StreamYard thing. And I guess there's a StreamYard version that's free because I'm all into free stuff. And unless I make it the big leagues, I'm not putting too much money into any of this stuff. And I'm not really out here to get, I don't ask for donations. I'm not here for the money. I'm just here for trying to spread my word. And, it's kind of like an improvement on how I'm evolving as a person, I feel, getting out there and doing my thing. So I find that as I'm out here, my messages start to get more, more in depth, I think, than when I first started. So I'm trying to become an adult more, talk about adult things and not just alarmness things. We won't talk about your friend, your friend Trump. I know how you feel about him. That's okay. I still like it, whether you are a Trump supporter or not. But quite frankly, I have mixed feelings myself right now because of the partnerships that he's made. I don't know how this is all going to go down, but we'll see. We just have to live our own lives, right? Oh, you would like to hear my opinions on what? Trump? And what's going to happen with the new administration? I'm not keen about his relationship with Elon. As I'm anti. Is going to disclose info on. Oh yeah. That's going to be something. I'm anti AI technology. To me, it's creating our own demise, or putting ourselves out of business, so to speak, that they're no longer going to need us for anything. And if they keep going down this path of, we don't need farms, we don't need food, then I guess you don't need people because you got drones to do everything, right? I mean, talk about a massive depopulation program. I'm just not into it. And I think it's dangerous, quite frankly. I mean, you can already have conversations with these things. You know, let's say they're not really thinking or will be able to think things through and plan things on their own, and not just be programmed out. It's just too bizarre to me. But yeah, getting back to Trump and saying whether he's going to disclose information on the drone weirdness, it can't be too much of a security risk if he's going to be open about it. So that's was one thing. But you're hearing all these weird things about these drones are, popping up more and more everywhere. So I really wish he would tell us what's going on. That they are likely. Yeah, they probably are more advanced in technology than they're letting on. Definitely. I did. I don't know if you saw the other live that I did this morning. Um, why didn't the trees catch on fire in this LA thing? And they didn't catch on fire in Maui either, right? What with that? I mean, how is that even possible, right? Unless they're spraying this stuff with some kind of fire protection. I think their technology goes far beyond what they're telling us on a lot of things. Yeah, and somebody else brought up the fact too of, they've been seeding clouds forever. They can make rain whenever they want to. Why can't they make rain over these fires? Because they don't want to. Yeah, living wood does burn at a lot slower. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's true. But it should be, yeah, exactly. Why wasn't there more prevention? Because their environmental policies prevent them from doing what they're supposed to do, like cleaning up the forests and things like that to prevent that. But more importantly, why would you have lowered the reservoirs? They were saying that California had record rain this past few months or so. There should have been water there, but Newscomb drained the reservoirs to save some kind of fish. Yeah, forget the people. More, it's all this environmental stuff that is actually working the opposite of what it's supposed to do. It's not helping us at all. That's why I'm not liking Trump lining up with Elon with the electric cars and all this stuff. And now he's pro advancing the AI technology. He's supporting Elon with the visas from India. I'm all for people coming in here legally. I've known people I've worked with people on green cards, they came in here legally. But I don't like the thought of recruiting people specifically. I mean, we have enough labor force here that we should be able to provide what we need here. And if we are short for something, then go out and find somebody. But how many people are out of work? It doesn't make sense to bring people in for jobs. And as far as they're saying, like with these immigrants coming in, well, all those people do jobs that Americans don't want to do. Hell, the drones, the AI technology can do all the farm work and do all those jobs that the Americans don't want to do. We don't need foreigners in here to do jobs that we don't want to do. We have machines now, right? How is Elon going to, how does that jive with Elon? He's making machines to do the work of humans, but he's bringing in humans. Well, what's all that about? Just to replace us? I don't know. But I'm an alarmist and a conspiracy theorist, so my mind goes in all these different places. I don't know. But it is kind of weird to think with the trees. They should be singed or something. I mean, if you look at some of those pictures of the trees out there, I mean, they're just like perfect. right next door to a house that's totally demolished. That's just not possible. Nah, I really would like to know how did we get like this? How did we get to a point where man is so evil and have they've been planning these things for decades on how to take control. It's like, what the freak? Why do you do that? Why can't people just live and let live? We just need kind of like a small type of government. Hello, All American Prepper. Welcome. I don't know who you are, but you're very welcome here. It's in the Revelation in the Bible about the destruction of the world. Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's kind of scary. I've been thinking about that too. End of days kind of thing. Um, it kind of looks that way, doesn't it? I keep waiting for the trumpets in the sky because that's one of the signs where it's over. I don't know. Do you know what the steps are, Prepper, of the Revelations in the Bible? I know there's the trumpets. Is that one of the first? And then there's the horsemen, and there's all of the natural disasters, which we could be saying that's going on now. Someone brought up a map of the world where all the fires all over the world. It's hard to believe that it's all orchestrated. This river has dried up. Yes, that's another sign, right? I don't know. It doesn't look good, does it? Whether it's man-made destruction or predicted in the Bible, it doesn't look good. It doesn't look like we're going any place that we can get out of this. It's what a mess. I don't know. I know that the Bible has said that there'll come a time when God just says, okay, it's a wrap. It's hard for me to believe that, though. He did say that he'll take the good ones and leave the rest of us to suffer. I just have a hard time believing that he would destroy mankind. We are his creation, I can see him cleaning up evil like he did with Satan. But to actually have the end of times, I don't know. Yeah. Yeah, well, I mean, sort of. He sort of did it before. um, he renewed life again with Noah, and somebody mentioned something interesting about that too. It was Noah and his family, right? And then 2 of every kind of animal, right? How come they didn't save more people? I mean, I suppose Noah and his family represented mankind, but there were still some good people out there. Why didn't they save the good people, right? I don't know. Yeah, maybe it's like those echoes. What are those etch sketch things? You write on them, and then you can lift up the page and then just erase it and start all over again. Maybe that's what it is. If the King James version. Yeah, King James. Yes, I follow that. I know. I mean, I know that it's been predicted, and I believe in all of that stuff too. I believe in the Bible. I believe in the stories that the Bible has told us. It's just hard to imagine coming in our lifetime. But the level of evil around us, I mean, I can see both sides of it, There's a Noah here. Yeah. I know. today's day and age is so much worse than Sodom and Gomorrah and all of that. I mean, it's huge scale of evil out there. Sometimes you feel like I'm surprised you just don't see the devil walking down the street because he obviously is here among us. You know, sometimes I feel like I'm going to turn around and I'm going to see this guy in all of this red thing, with the horns and stuff. I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, it just doesn't make sense. Yeah. Fallen angels. Yeah. I know it's kind of scary though, don't you think, Prepper? That it's going to come in our lifetime, and there's nothing that we can do about it, because if it's divined by God, there's nothing we can do about it. There's one thing to fight mankind and all the evil in the world, but if it's preordained, there's not much we can do about it. Other than try to be as compassionate and as good as we can be to our fellow man, because we're all going to need each other to get through this, whatever. Yeah, but I'm not ready. I know it's going to, why does it have to happen sooner or later? Why now? I'm just getting into gear here. I just have, when my time comes, they're going to have to take me kicking and screaming, because I don't want to go anywhere. I like it here. But it's not my choice, right? I don't know. I guess you have to see how it all plays out. But it's every day it seems worse and worse, and they're predicting that more horrible things are going to happen. How does mankind know that all these bad things are going to happen? I mean, because they're doing them themselves. But is it all because God is foresaw that it was all going to happen and it's just all playing out? I don't know. It's just really, I see him in people, especially our government right now. Yeah. I'm not not afraid of dying, because I know that there's another life after here. But I'd like this life too, I'm not ready to go, but I guess it's not my choice. Yeah, I know. It's funny because you're prepping just in case, but I have not prepped. And my philosophy on that is it's going to happen. It's going to happen. My family are scattered around this country, and everyone in the country in my family's got a gun except me. So some of them have several, and they're all telling me, hey, you need a gun, And I thought at first, yeah, sure, but on the other hand, just take me out. If it gets that bad, just take me out. I don't know. So I guess I'm kind of contrary that way. It's like I don't want to die, but I'm not doing anything to protect myself either. But the way I look at it, it's God's will. When I go, I go. You know. So there's that. Well, I guess I've lost everybody now. Everybody's gone, so I must be boring. And I guess it's a sign for me to just sign off. But well, I'm glad that I had a couple of people come in here, and I'll try it again another time. Take care.